not do that. Let's talk to our good friend.
Hey, Rude, don't say things bad. You're on Steph's show. You're not on Twitter. Max out and let Freddie remember, hey, Rude, to let a joke about farts. Then you can start to make it better.
All relative. Good morning, Rudeness.
Good morning.
We were just talking about this off air, right? That you just said those of us that have been called hysterical and you were saying since Clarence Thomas, you've been warning this was going to happen.
Yeah. I do have to mea culpa a little bit here. I really thought there was a chance that Kavanaugh was not going to vote for completely overturning Roe. So
yeah, when would Judge Drinking McPerjury lie? So yeah, I can see where.
Well, okay, so
sorry.
I'm sorry. I do need to say I don't think they lied under oath in their hearings. If you look at the language they used, it was all very squishy, legalistic, weaselly kinds of ways.
I disagree. I think Handmaiden was squishy, but to me, Kavanaugh and Gorsuch flat out lied. They absolutely said it's precedent.
Go after Clarence Thomas. I mean, Clarence Thomas should have been impeached, several years ago, for lots of reasons.
Right. Well, you did a really interesting thread, Rude. You said, let me get this right. Because the Supreme Court decided to send abortion rights to the voters, whatever party is in charge in a state gets to make the laws. That's completely dumb. And you went through a whole example of Wisconsin. But you just made a good point. That's why Roe was necessary. That's why it was a good decision, no matter how much conservatives shout that it wasn't, because rights shouldn't be up to the whims of the electorate. And so you were talking about how just chaos this is going to be.
Oh yeah, because whichever party is in power with the governor can change the abortion laws in every state. So it could be one term abortions banned, next term Democrats take over a state and they reverse that. Yeah. Republicans take over, back and forth, and the same could go even for a federal law.
Well, you said the 7-2 Roe majority, including Republican-appointed justices, knew that. They also knew it was absurd that only some Americans should have a right. I mean, so women in half the states have rights that women in the other states don't. And, now they're coming for a nationwide ban. And they're going to come for, trying to cross state lines or get medication abortion, right? I mean, it's... Go ahead. Yeah.
And the enforcement system of this is frightening. I mean, how they're going to end up enforcing this. Are they going to stop women in cars to ask them, where are you going? What's your purpose in going?
Right. You said you can't logically say it should be up to voters unless you want chaos. I mean, and that's what we're going to get. And what you really think you're going to stop abortion? You haven't stopped abortion. You've just created more chaos.
Yeah. And there's an amazing podcast that's going on right now. The Slow Burn podcast from Slate is dealing with the time just before Roe and other cases leading up to Roe. And it's pretty startling. I mean, some of this I knew, but hearing it again, the things that women had to go through to get abortions, it's more frightening now because people can so easily be tracked and people,
Yeah. Well,
we're heading into a scary time.
You said if Republicans get back Congress and the presidency, their Senate will can the filibuster in a second to ban abortion nationwide. So unless Joe Manchin is willing to do that to save abortion rights, he can eat a big bowl of shut the up. Yes. Get in Joe Manchin's face. Isn't that grounds to change the filibuster that two Supreme Court justices lied to your face?
Yeah, and that's the thing is he said that they lied to him, that so okay, do another carve out on the filibuster, and let's get this passed, or freaking campaign directly on that. Democrats say, give us two more, give us a couple more senators, and that so that we can overturn the filibuster, which earlier I think Travis said something about it being signed by the president. The president doesn't have to sign anything. It's a rule of the Senate. If they want to change,
I think he was talking about something else.
People on Twitter were saying, Biden can change the filibuster, and Biden can't do that. That's the Senate.
No, he was talking. Travis was talking about something else.
But if they pass something through that Biden can, like whether it's expanding the Supreme Court or something, put it on his desk and see if he signs it.
Right.
Oh, then I agree with you. He'd sign it.
He'd sign it. Expand the course what people were jumping on him for too.
I just want to cut because I thought you had such great stuff on Twitter, Rude. You said just all the elements. You said one of the most pathetic aspects of Alito's bull opinion is the high and mighty tone, as if he is rationally settling this for everyone, when really the majority just threw the country into chaos. And it is absolutely minority rule. And you're right. Someone was saying, Rude, it just had a tone of anger and vengeance almost.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it is such a pissy decision. I mean, you know, it outdouches Scalia in the way that in the tone that it takes, that saying how egregiously wrong it was, and you know how wrong it was from the start, and how wrong Casey was, and you just want to sit there and go, you know, MFer, there were 5 Republican appointed justices in the 7-2 majority for Roe. All right.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess, you know, Nixon and Eisenhower no longer have any status in their ability in the Republican Party. Well, no, Nixon, hopefully not.
Yeah. Yeah.